Hello, in this video we're going to look at 5 of my biggest tips in terms of weight loss journey and staying motivated to keep on track with your weight loss. So that's going to be 5 tips and tricks that I think will help. They've helped me, hopefully they'll help you as well. Welcome back to A Nerd's Journey. I'm your host Mark, and I hope that you've had a fantastic Christmas and now people's attention are starting back towards getting fitter, getting healthier. So if you'd like to follow along with my journey and hopefully the things that will help you, please do hit subscribe so you'll be notified when videos come out. And as always, hit like and leave a comment and I shall cover everything I can. So you've had a fantastic Christmas and you're ready to start on with your weight loss journey, which is great. So point number 1, okay, that's understanding the basics. And those basics we've covered in other videos, but they are, if you work at a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. So bear that in mind as you go forward. The basics are calorie deficit, move more, stay consistent with it. I know that that's not always possible. Like Christmas, I chose not to stay consistent, and that's fine. But now that we're getting back to it, and this Christmas is not for another year, it's now about being consistent, being at a calorie deficit, and just moving more each day, each week, each month. So that's the basics. So point number 2, that is be realistic. Trust the process. You've got the basics down, you're at a calorie deficit, you're moving more, but be realistic. And what I mean by that is your goals. Okay, I am still massively overweight, but it's unrealistic to say I'm going to lose 50 kilograms in the next 4 months. It's not going to happen. It's just not being realistic. So set your goals. Although you've got a goal that you want to aim to in the long run, break it down into small, realistic goals. I have a goal of losing about 2 pounds per week, every week. That would make me exceedingly happy. A little bit less than that would be fine. More than that, okay, that's fine too. But it's a realistic goal that you can do without trying to kill yourself, and you can do it in a healthy way, right? And that kind of healthy bit is the bit that's important. You know, realistic goals, small goals. I'm wearing a 2XL t-shirt that I got from a supermarket. That was a goal. It makes me really pleased when I put it on. You know, it is having realistic, small, achievable goals will keep you motivated for the long run, and it will see results as you move forward. So number 2, be realistic. Okay, number 3, track your progress. I've said it before, I'll say it again, you'll get sick and tired of me saying it. It's one of my biggest regrets is in the early days, I didn't take pictures. I look back and although I've got the clothes to show how big I was, I can't actually, point to many pictures and go, that's how big I was, because I did everything I could to avoid it. I now take regular pictures, okay? And from one week to the next, you're not going to be seeing a difference, so I don't bother. But on a monthly basis, month on month, it does make a kind of way of motivating, because you look back and go, wow, okay. My wife showed me a picture from a few Christmases ago of me sitting on the couch, and I looked massive. Now I don't look small, but I certainly don't look that big, and that's the sort of thing that will keep you motivated. Don't get fixated about whether you weigh more today than yesterday, because over those small periods of time your weight will fluctuate. There's a lot of factors involved in that. But if you're taking your weight on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, and you are seeing a downward trend, that will keep you motivated. And being able to look at a picture and go, wow, that was only a few months ago. I look huge. I'm now much smaller. Having measurements that you take on a monthly basis, and you're seeing them slowly go down, that is a massive motivator. So if you want to stay motivated, take some pictures, write down the information. Nobody else has to see it. It's just for you, right? You don't have to share it with the world, but it is something that you can look back on and be proud of your progress, keep motivated to do more, and it will set you up to succeed. So, track your progress. Number 4, Enjoy what you do. People will say you should be running or you should be rowing or cycling or whatever else. People say lots of things on the internet. But the simple fact is, if you can't stand doing something, you're not going to be motivated to do it. I hate bicycles. Always have, from a kid. When my dad took me up a massively steep hill and I ended up pushing the bike, most of the way up the hill in the pouring rain in the Lake District in the UK. I've never particularly liked bicycles since that moment. Okay? Don't like them. I don't like them in the gym and I don't like them outside. So why would I, if I'm trying to stay motivated, choose cycling as my exercise? It's not going to happen. Now, I have aspirations that I would like to get to running, or at least jogging, and do 5Ks and 10Ks. That is an aspiration, but it's something that I can't get motivated for now, because if I run 300 meters, I'm out of breath and knackered and walk slower than if I had before, although I am getting better. So I choose walking. I choose walking with the dogs. It's something that I actually really enjoy. Maybe not so much in the winter when you're getting up in the dark and you have to have a head torch and things, but generally speaking, most of the year, I actually really enjoy walking. And there's lots of things you can do to make it more of an exercise. Pick up the pace, go for a little bit longer, build up the distance, take a moment to enjoy the fact that the dogs are running like lunatics in the fields up in the hills, right? There are lots of things you can do to enjoy it. But the basic thing is, I enjoy walking. So if I enjoy walking, I'm likely to do more of it. So whether it is badminton, soccer, whatever it is, pick something you enjoy. Pick something you can build up to. Walking is something that most people can do, at least limited, and extend it and get faster at it and get healthier, which then might lead them to being able to do something like squash or badminton that they actually really want to, but they're not fit enough yet to do it. There are loads of clubs and things out there to get involved, from very basics and learning how to do it through to advanced if you're any good at it. But the main thing is, pick something you actually enjoy, because you'll get off your behind and actually get yourself out and doing that because you enjoy it, so you want to do it, and it doesn't feel like that chore that you have to do in order to meet your goals that week. So enjoy. So the fifth one, and this one is something that I know a lot of people struggle with, and that is being mindful. And in this particular circumstance, I'm talking about being mindful of staying around people who are positive and supportive of your weight loss journey. If there are those people there that are negative, who even worse are encouraging you to eat takeaways and meat for meals and all the rest of it, or who bring a big box of chocolates round for visiting, whatever it is, be mindful of that. Surround yourself with people who are understanding of your latest obsession, which is losing weight, who are supportive of that goal of being fitter and healthier. And those people who are negative or unsupportive, try and distance yourself a little bit from it, or perhaps even have a chat with them and say, what's the problem? I'm trying to do this for my own health and well-being. I need you to be on board, or at least, limit your contact with me, or stop bringing the chocolates round, or no, we're going to meet for a coffee, not for a takeaway, whatever it is. But having positive people around you is so great. I've found over the last month of doing this, the amount of positive support out there really does make a difference, particularly on that dark morning when you're getting up to go for a walk. It's raining outside, it's cold, it's miserable and wet, and you know that there are people there who are willing you on to do more. It's been an eye-opener and something that I hadn't really thought about in the past, because I'd kind of ignored everybody. But having noticed that positive vibe that's coming from people, it really is urging me on to do more. And that's what I would like for you as well. So surround yourself with positive people who are going to support you and encourage you to do more. Maybe even offer to come for a walk with you, or whatever it is. I know the days of meeting in a bar or a restaurant are a little bit limited at the minute in COVID, but I know I've met a few friends out for walks, and that's a healthy way of meeting your friend, having a chat, doing some exercise, and for them being supportive of what you're doing, which is fantastic and something I really encourage everybody to surround themselves with, which is positive people. Now, one last little thing, and I'm not going to put it in the titles, it's a bonus if you like, and I found this out a few years ago, which is never do your shopping for your food when you're hungry. It sounds so stupid and so little, but it really will cut down on the amount of crud you buy from the supermarket that may not be as healthy and everything else, just because you were hungry at the time you went to the supermarket. So a little bonus there, never shop when you're hungry. Like I said at the very start, I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas, and with people's mine included, turning back to continuing our weight loss journey into 2021. I really do hope that these pointers will help you along that path, and it's something I'm recommitting to now, having had a fantastic break. So if you'd like to follow along with this journey, please do hit subscribe, hit the like button, and of course if there's anything you'd like to know or have discussed separately, please do leave a comment, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.